All right, well, looks like we're back from our little hiatus from the AI Marvels channel. We just spent like a month over in Healy's Marvels channel working like on a whole bunch of content, and now we're back over here. So as of probably about a week ago, Hermione and I started playing with making some AI music, and the idea was just kind of just play around just to see what we kind of come up with. And I got so stuck on doing shorts last month that I figured, okay, let's just start with making short songs, right? The understanding is basically, if you can learn how to make a song and like get to a point in 60 seconds, well then to make a longer song, you just do that in a larger scale. So if you get really, really good on the smaller blocks, then when you make the bigger blocks and you put them all together, you have a bunch of really good small blocks put together. So that's the idea at least. So let me introduce you to what we've been doing. We've gotten to the point now where we basically have a workflow where we can kind of just repeat the same process over and over and over again. And now what we're doing is, as we're going through the process, it's like, okay, what can we tweak here? What can we change here? What do we learn here? And just build on it from there. So we probably put about like 10 songs together so far. And it's basically, we're using the same process over and over, and with every single one, something's changing. So I'm gonna go through this, and there's a lot of steps to this, and it takes about like an hour and a half to 2 hours just to do one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do a brief, quick general overview showing each of the steps, and then later on down the road, we'll go through into each section with more depth, because everything in here can literally be, we can talk about anything in this whole video for like ever. So we're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna pretend, or not we're gonna pretend. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna first start with a set of lyrics. We need to have a set of lyrics before we can do anything else, so let's go ahead and start there, okay? All right, I'm gonna preface this. I just finished recording the first step, and now I'm about to stick this at the beginning of the first step. Why? Because I forgot to press record on the I forgot to do a screen recording on here. So the first step is just you and me on this camera. Whatever you can see from that angle is what you can see from that angle. I promise I'm gonna record the screen on step 2. So the first thing to do, step 1, what we need to do is create lyrics. And we're going to actually use Suno AI to help create the lyrics, and we're gonna collaborate in order to create the first set of lyrics. From there, we'll go on to the next step. So let's go ahead and open up Suno real quick. Okay, when we first get to Suno, actually, I'm not gonna go too in depth about Suno just yet. We can literally just cover this by itself at another time. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna come up here into this box. Now we have the option of either doing an instrumental or lyrics. What we're gonna go ahead and do is, since we don't have lyrics written out yet, we're gonna go ahead and click on Write with Suno. What this is gonna do, it's just gonna bring up another prompt where we can actually specify what we want the song to be about. I just finished doing a video about 2 hours ago where I was taking apart a pair of Heelys, and I didn't have the proper tools in order to do it. So the idea was to just keep going at it, keep figuring it out, keep improvising until we can basically get the job accomplished. Basically, don't stop. Once you started, you know you can actually get it done. Just keep pushing at it, keep pushing at it. So it'd be pretty cool to write it'd be a cool idea to write a song about not giving up, right? Keep pushing through. So Suno is saying, describe the lyrics you want or share a theme or topic, right? Let's create a song about pushing through when you feel you don't have all the answers. Super simple, 1 sentence, right? Let's see what comes up. It's actually gonna give us 2 choices. What I like to do is I'll read a little bit of the first one, and I'll read a little bit of the second one, and I'll see if any of those kind of, look at these as presets. If you don't know what a preset is with musical instruments like a keyboard, right? Piano just plays piano sound. But if you get a synthesizer, which is an electronic piano, right? You've got all these buttons where you can push them, and then it gives you different types of sounds, patches, right? These patches, these sounds are presets. Normally you find one that you like, and then once you find one you like, you start tweaking knobs and you customize it to make it your own. That's what we're doing here. We're not gonna have Suno write the whole lyrics out. AI is not really at the point where it can do that really effectively or really well. It'll get you close, but you still gotta play with it to get it like where you really want it. So let's start there. Pushing through the unknown. Okay, so pushing through the unknown. Staring at the horizon where the sky meets the sea, Feel like I've lost the map to where I should be. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find my way back before I lose control. Okay, some of those work. Some of the things I would definitely change, like staring at the horizon where the sky meets the sea. Audibly, that works, right? Feeling lost, feeling like I've lost the map to where I should be. Feels a little clunky. I know you work with me here. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. That works. Gotta find my way back before I lose control. There's definitely some clunkiness in there. So I can go and choose to accept this option and make changes after it comes out, or I can just continue to look on. Now, this is what I've been doing here. The music that we've been creating is basically 4 lines of a verse and 4 lines of a chorus. So it's really short. We're not gonna use this entire thing. So sometimes I'll actually go through here, I'll look at the other verses and also check the chorus. If I could use half of a verse here and then half of a chorus, we have something to play with. So let's go back to looking at what we have. Every step's a puzzle, each turn's a riddle. Life's spinning like a top, but I'm stuck in the middle. Shadows creeping and whispering doubts. Gotta shout back louder till I drown them out. Chorus. When the answers hide and you're sinking low, just push through the unknown, let your courage show. Gotta trust the path even if it's unclear. Through the stormy skies, you're the pioneer. One of the things that I've noticed with AI lyrics is a lot of the times they're not written from the perspective of, what's the word I'm looking for? Possession, best terminology I could expect. There's not a lot of I, me, or we, or anything like that. It's like someone's talking to you. So to make this a little bit easier, I know the chorus is really the part that I really want to focus on the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip the verses for right now. I'm just gonna focus on the chorus. If I find something with one of the choruses that I like, I'll go ahead and start working from there. If I don't, I'll go ahead and just tell it to rewrite and we'll just keep going through until we find something we can work with. You know what? Let's go ahead and use push through the unknown. We're gonna go ahead and work with this. We'll figure it out, okay? What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna copy the lyrics and I'm gonna bring them into Microsoft Word for 2 reasons. One, I'm not gonna use all of it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and filter out what I'm going to use. And then I'm also gonna use this information in order to create the lyric sheet that goes on the video in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. So we'll paste it in here and let's start with the chorus. When the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm listening to it and I don't even know how to explain this quite yet. It's almost like if I said, walk from here to here, right? And every time you walk, if you feel like you're gonna fall somewhere and you see that you step that way, go ahead and remember that step that you did and then come back and do it again and then just keep refining it over and over and over. Eventually when I get better at this, I'll get better at explaining it too. So what I'm doing here, when the answers hide and you're sinking low, okay, that works. Just push through the unknown, let your courage show. There's a lot of resistance there. But when I restructure the same thing that's being said, basically moving, shifting words around, dropping words out, it's about making it flow, right? So when the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through. Oh, push on through. Push on through. Push on through. Push on through. Put a pause, right? Let your courage show. So we reduced the amount of syllables, we gave more room for breathing, and it flows better, right? So when the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through, let your courage show, right? Gotta trust the path. Okay, that's gotta go. Because starting the line with gotta, there's better choices that flow better, right? Clunky, smooth, right? So push on through, let your courage show. Trust the path when it's not even clear. There we go. Trust the path when it's not, I wouldn't even put even. Let's start there. Trust the path. Oh, here we go. Trust the path at times not clear. what we're doing right now, because I've never done this before on camera, nevertheless with someone else. That even with a Hermione, I usually do this by myself. Trust the path, at times not clear. Through stormy skies, you're the pioneer. I want to make it, there's too many, I want to say too many. There's a lot of syllables. There's a lot of words there. And anytime we can reduce whenever we're saying to like smaller amounts, you give one more time to listen, to feel, to understand, and it allows more room for breathing. It doesn't feel like you're just kind of tossing a bunch of information, right? So when the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through, let your courage show. Trust the path, at times not clear. Through stormy nights, you're the pioneer. Works, it works. We don't have to touch it anymore. So that's what we're gonna end on. Imagine that the end of the song is gonna end like that. You're the pioneer, right? Well, the chorus is basically taking us to the point of saying, this is the answer, right? So we're gonna use the verse to say, what's the question? I'm gonna check the other verses and see if any of these other verses actually work well to start off with, right? We're only looking for 4 lines that, one, doesn't feel like you kind of jumped into the middle of a story. Sounds like it's something that's the beginning. And then it ends in a way where it goes right into the chorus, where it's like, okay, I said what I needed to say. I don't need to say anything else. Give me a recall. Give me a feedback. Feedback. Drink. Okay, verse 2 actually, the idea of verse 2 works. The flow of it does not work. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and remove the first, well, hold on a second. Let me see if we can make something work here. Gonna shout back louder till I drown them out. Shadows creeping in, whispering doubts. Okay. The idea behind those last 2 lines worked for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave those and we'll see what we can make work on top of it and then make it all flow. Awesome. Okay, check this out, okay? The last 2 lines of the first verse. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find my way back before I lose control, okay? We can start with that. Check this out. If we use the last 2 lines from the first verse and we put it in as the first 2 lines of the first verse, now verse 2 goes, questions in my pocket weighing down my soul, gotta find my way back before I lose control. Shadows creeping in, whispering doubts, gotta shout back louder till I drown them out. That works by itself right there. And that's enough to do the first verse. We go from there, go straight into the chorus, and that's it. It encapsulates the entire idea. What is my question? Verse 1. What is the answer? The chorus. Voila, boom, you're done. So now let's make the verse work audibly. Sonically, yeah, sonically. Let's make verse 2 sound, let's make the verse sound sonic. Questions in my pocket weighing down my, gotta find my way back, find my way before I lose. Okay, so questions in my pocket weighing down my soul, gotta find a way before I lose control. How about that? Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping. Okay, shadows creeping in, that works, but it's the whispering, this is another thing. Check this out. Super simple. When you're going through, if you find a word that has more than 2 syllables, find a way to change it so you can only have 1 and 2 syllable words. So much easier to make things rhyme if you do it that way. You don't have to, but I'm off the beginning, if you're just trying to learn how to write lyrics, which I'm trying to do, Hermione's trying to do, keep it simple. If you can master the simple stuff, you can do amazing things with the complex stuff. So, questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find a way before I lose control. That works now. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. No. Shadows creeping in. Now I'm here. Something about now I hear doubts, right? Now I'm experiencing doubts. Now they're coming in. So questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. I can hear the doubts. I can hear the doubts. Gonna shout out loud. Gonna shout out loud. Gonna shout out loud till I drown them out. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. Gotta shout it out till I drown. Not gonna. Gotta. Oh, a second. I hear the doubts. Gotta shout it. Gotta let it out. Gotta shout it. Not gonna. It's gonna be a gotta. No, we already used gotta. Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping. I can hear the doubts. Okay, let's see how this works. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. Gotta shout them out. No, that's not gonna work. Back to the drawing board. I might just erase and redo the entire line. Let's see. All right, let's see how this works. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Gotta find a way before I lose control. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. I can hear the doubts. Gonna shout out loud. Time to hear me now. That works. And it flows. So when the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through, let your courage show. Trust the path at times not clear. Through the stormy skies, you're the pioneer. Okay, so this is how we collaborate on writing lyrics. AI didn't do it completely, but it definitely took care of about 80% of the work for me. So makes it a lot easier. And it's also helping me to develop my ability to do this by myself as well too. But I'll be honest with you, man. Eventually AI is gonna get to the point where, well, it's moving quick, and this is the worst that it's ever gonna be right now. So keep that in your awareness, all right? This is not going nowhere. And it's, dude, the way AI is improving now, like every single day, it's like, but yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now that I got the lyrics here, I'm going to I'm gonna prepare them for not the next step, but a future step, which is going to be using these lyrics in the video itself. How am I gonna prepare it? Well, each line in the video is broken up into 3 lines, right? So that way we can put big words, big text on a small screen and you can see it clearly. It doesn't look cluttered. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break each one of these down. First, I'm going to put them centerized, align them to the center. And then I'm gonna break all these down. So let's do this. Questions in my pocket weighing down my soul. Basically, make it look like a little block, right? Gotta find a way before I lose control. I'm not doing this in any specific way, like breaking it up according to specific pauses. This is more for visual elements on the screen. Shadows creeping in. I can hear the doubts. Gonna shout out loud. Time to hear me now. Okay, now we go to the chorus. When the answers hide and you're sinking low, push on through. Let your courage show. Trust the path at times not clear. Through stormy skies. Wait a second. 1, 2. I'm confused. Okay, there we go. That's how it goes. Trust the path at times not clear. Through stormy skies, you're the pioneer. All right, that's the end of the first step. I haven't saved it yet because I need to create a project folder to save this into. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the video here. This is end of step 1, and then we're gonna continue on step 2.